Hello, and how are you? It's your girl Esther Joy coming at you with another video. We love to talk about love, light, joy, and peace on this channel. So if you, my friend, are into that and you love spreading those high vibrations, then hit subscribe to stay updated. I post daily. Okay, so today we're going to be talking about dreams. We're going to be talking about a specific dream I had, and I think it had a message that you, my friend, are here to hear today. And the dream started off with me and a large group of people marching in to what seemed like a deserted slot of land. There was just really barrenness. There was nothing else there. And as the dream progressed and I was being migrated in this small group of people, I realized that there were walls. And then I realized that I was in some kind of internment camp, and they decided to terminate half of us around that time as my dream was running on par with what I was thinking. Now, I'm a strong believer that dreams happen for a reason, and they deliver messages that can be interpreted through your subconscious. So your subconscious is trying to tell you something. So when I had this dream, as disturbing as it was, it also brought to light a lot of situations that were a bit exaggerated that I can see happening in our lives in today's world. So for one instance, not only would half the population, when they were all annihilated through some kind of drawing game, but they decided to feed the people that were living, the people who died. So they were cooking the dead people pretty much. That was one thing that I just felt personally. It was a little barbaric. It was extreme. That's the word I'll use. So not only were they feeding the dead, our dead friends to us in this camp, but they had guns, though I don't remember them ever going off. I do remember a friend, some young man that I met, he offered to take the guns, and I said, take the ammo from the guns. And that was the last time I ever saw that friend. Now, it was about this time that I realized that if I stayed in this internment camp where they were feeding us our own friend's flesh, and pretty much we were forced to stand in lines and in the mud and just stand there, not talking in lines, getting whatever it is that they wished to give you, and the gifts that they were giving you were more of ways to kill yourself slowly. So in a way, they were just torturing us all to death. So one thing that I did notice is they started to inject people. I was like, I gotta get out of here. They started to inject people with some kind of serum in the back of their necks, and I think that kind of zeroed out any feelings or ideas that these people had. It pretty much made them so blind to their own emotions that they didn't feel the need to leave the area that they were in, and they did not want to escape. For whatever reason, though, I had a pretty good relationship with the guards. I say that it was good, but the guards, if I was gonna die, they weren't gonna stop me. But I got out of the first injection, and I was like, all right, I'm gonna leave. So I remember digging, getting my nails all dirty in that dirt as I dug under the border, and I just crawled my way to the nearest McDonald's. McDonald's is what was there, and when I went there, I met some parents that knew that I was with their sons the last time they saw their sons. So they checked my bag and they found their sons' jackets, and I pretty much told them that I escaped from some kind of Nazi camp, something like that. And I told them where it is, and then I got some fries. Yeah. yeah, and I met a whole bunch of beings in that food place. I call it McDonald's because they had French fries and chicken nuggets. But the people cooking were all very, very highly aware, and the food was good. It wasn't like McDonald's foods. I say McDonald's because it was convenient, but they were highly aware, and they were extremely conscious, and they were spreading to people this word of, yes, some of them called themselves wizards or witches or aliens. They were all beings of a higher consciousness, feeding these people. But I remember specifically there were a few employees, for whatever reason, they were on a web in the corner, and the web had these pearls of liquid, and it was very beautiful. And I remember making the connection to the web of life, and these pearls were very valuable. They were like the pearls of life, if you will, as they were made out of water. Now, this whole dream was very profound to me, and I have to admit, I woke up feeling like I didn't do enough to those that were left in the camps, but I felt like it was more so a message to relay about kind of our mindsets or mind states, what is going on here, about being numbed to our emotions, so we don't really necessarily feel like anything is wrong when it is quite the opposite. It is, it feels as if we are willingly being numbed from the true problems that are happening within ourselves. And because of this, we are allowing ourselves to be held captive. Yeah, it felt extremely profound. I felt so thankful waking up realizing that it was all a dream, and that I am in fact not in a internment camp being tortured. But more importantly, it made me so thankful for the emotions that I feel on a daily basis, whether they be positive or negative. It is such a blessing to be able to feel, to be able to be aware of what is going on, and to have the freedom of choice to change it if that is not what you are wanting to experience. This, this life is all your choice, how you want to live it. So it's very important to just keep in mind the what is really valuable, and not to get numb with that. Yeah, so that's my dream. That's how it went. Hope this was any value to you. If you have any suggestions, or if you know stuff about dreams, then comment down below. I'd like to know. Alright? Like this video if you found useful. Hit subscribe if you haven't already. And I'll see you in the next video.